beautiful darlings. My name is Katie of Rosebloom Readings. Thank you so much for being here with me today, my loves. Today's reading is one that I wasn't planning on doing it. When I get ideas for readings, I write them down and then I kind of make like a bit of a schedule. But you know, things are constantly moving and shifting, and this was a reading that last night at like 11:45 p.m. when I was in bed, not anywhere near sleeping because I don't do that, but what you should. It's very important. But I felt the energy for like an hour that I was like, there's something happening. I need to know something. And I was going to film it last night, but then I was like, no, it's probably more important that I sleep and then I can do this to the full extent when it's a fresh day during normal human functioning hours. Very responsible of me, I know. But yeah, it feels like there's a lot of very important messages that are meant to come through. So that's today's reading, my darlings, is what message do you need to hear right now? Messages from spirit, advice from spirit, what they need you to know, guidance and insight into situations that you're in. All morning I've been getting a lot of little blips of messages and visuals, and there's a lot going on, my darling. So I'm very excited to be able to do this reading and to hopefully provide some guidance and clarity and insight and comfort into your lives, my loves. So we have 4 piles today, my darlings. As always, one day it might be different. Today it is not. Timestamps will be down in the description box below. Take all the time you need in selecting your pile, my loves. To bring yourself some clarity, get rid of any fogginess, take a long breath in through your nose, hold it for 4 seconds, and release it slowly through your mouth. To help center yourselves, whatever you feel drawn to is what is meant for you, my darlings. If you're drawn to more than one pile, it's most likely that you have messages that are meant for you in those different piles. Take what resonates, my loves. Please leave behind what doesn't for those who are meant to receive it. Pile number 1 is the Angel of Claircognizance. Pile number 2 is the Angel of Channeling. Pile number 3 is the Angel of Fertility, and pile number 4 is the Angel of Inner Peace. So, take as long as you need, my darlings, or as short as you need, and we will get started. Oh, God. Oh, wow, that iced coffee has no sugar in it. Oh, no. Whew. Oh, shit. Okay. Right to the dome that went. Okay. Whoa. Clarity. Okay. Hello, 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 my darlings. Pile number 1, if you picked this beautiful card, the Angel of Claircognizance, the Angel of Knowing, that is what claircognizance is. It is the intuitive ability of knowing. You just know. Don't know how you know. People are asking you, how do you know that? And you just know. So you feel very, very, very powerfully psychic off the bat, my darlings. Who is this friend here? This is Archangel Raphael. Okay. So Archangel Raphael is a big deal for you, my darlings. Archangel Raphael, very close to you. That is the Archangel of Health, of Healing, of the heart chakra. So you're very heart-centered people, which would make sense as intuitives. You're very empathic, connecting to people. You love to heal people. You love to give. I feel as though some of you do use your abilities as a living. You do that for a living. But most of you, I feel, it's in your daily life. So in your work, in the form of, you could be counselors, you could be doctors, nurses, like personal support workers, they're called here, like nurses aides, I think. But I don't like calling them nurses aides because y'all are doing, you're doing so much. You're doing so much. So personal support workers, they're called here. Doctors, therapists, physiotherapists, you could be yoga instructors, you could be Reiki healers, you could be homeopathic healers, massage therapists. So you're giving healing to a lot of people. You're giving healing. I also see a lot of volunteering. So aside from like your daily job, I see you doing a lot of volunteering and providing healing and resources and comfort in that way. Wonderful energy you have, my darlings. Very, 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 very lovely people. Very heart-centered people. I do see a focus being pulled to your health. And some of you, it's physical. But a lot of you, I'm feeling that it's more mentally focused. That kind of bleeds into the physical. And it really feels more so like it's just kind of burnt out in a lot of ways. You're exhausted. You're spreading yourselves too thin, my loves, I'm hearing. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Queen. Whoa. Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. My shitting goodness. That's okay. The power in this group. Wow. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives? Let's pull some wisdom of the Oracle. That's bananas, my babies. Goodness gracious. Okay, so you're definitely incredibly intuitive. You're self-sufficient people. I feel as though you've been self-sufficient for a long time. You guys have clambered up every achievement you've ever earned. You've worked very hard for it. I feel like a lot of you have put yourselves through school. You didn't have a lot of support through school. Have made your own. Yeah, definitely. You guys have literally written your own story. We have the Fates. We have Unfinished Symphony. And we have By the Book. And do I want one more? I want you, please. Thank you. And we have To the Sea. Okay, yeah. So you have literally always taken what you feel you're worthy of. And that happens for you, my darlings, because you are people who allow yourselves to be who you want to be worthy of the things that you want, if that makes sense, my darlings. It was a very twisty, turny way of saying what I wanted to say. I've had a lot of coffee. So, but like you have goals and you set out to achieve them, and how your goals happen, my darlings, is because you manifest so beautifully through your work ethic. You know, you want to be a doctor. You're like, this is how I'm going to put myself through school in order to become a doctor. You want to get a, position in a job. Don't have any networking in that job. You're like, this is how I'm going to put myself into a position to be such a valuable candidate for this job that I catch their eye. And the charisma on you, my darlings, the riz, it's crazy. It's beautiful. So... But you really understand that aspect of manifestation and, okay, yes, this is what I want. Now, what can I do to bring myself to what I want? And it's beautiful. It's powerful, my darlings. But I will say you do not know when and how to stop, because two things. One, I don't feel as though a lot of you have a tight enough circle where there are people who are noticing how thin you're spreading yourselves and are saying, okay, you need to stop. Or two, you have that circle, but you're choosing adamantly not to listen to them because you're like, no, I know myself. And you do, but not well enough to know that you need to slow down, my darlings. Like you need to, like, look how calm these waters are. It's not rushing. It's not a current anymore. We're not zooming forward towards anything. It's very slow. It needs to settle for right now because everything is going really well, my darlings. Everything is going super great for you. And you're allowed to settle in it. You don't need to... I feel like you feel very discombobulated when things are settled and when things are good and when things are calm, because things being calm and things being good can be two simultaneous aspects of a certain situation. But it feels like for the last 3 to 7 years, I'm hearing, everything's been so rushed and everything's been so intense and everything's had so much momentum, and you've been shoving that boulder up that fucking hill, and you love that. You love to see your progress and to see your hard work come to fruition. And that's fantastic, my loves. That's amazing. That's a fantastic quality. But you're at a point where you can rest on the hill. You're on like a ledge. The boulder's on the ledge. You don't have to keep pushing it. The boulder's okay. There's more to the hill. There's always going to be more to the hill, my darlings. The hill is endless. It's a forever hill. The hill is as big as you want it to be. But you're allowed to rest at certain points in the hill because you've pushed yourself so far up that fucking hill. And I feel like, thank you, my loves. I feel like, yeah. Oh, yes, babies. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Wheel. We have the 2 of Cups. Ho, ho. Why don't we? And I don't want one more? No, they tell me. Okay. And that's fantastic that, you're at a point where you can rest, because isn't that the dream for some? Isn't that isn't that the dream, is to work so hard and achieve the things that you have wanted, to get to a point of security in your life, and in aspects of finance, and in aspects of happiness and everything else, and to be able to rest in that. You don't it feels like you have a hard time accepting that you're worthy of what you've been given, what you've worked for, not even given, what you've worked for and have received as a result of your hard work. And it's like you constantly feel like you have to repay the universe for how happy you are. And that your happiness is repayment enough, my loves. And I feel like you're having a lot of like idle illnesses, especially in the last 7 weeks to 6 months. Like a lot of colds, a lot of flus. It feels like you're like constantly getting sick, and then you get over something, and then it's something else that you get sick from. And it's like, you're like, well, what's going on? Everything's spreading. We have the sacred temple. We have true love. Oh, she wanted, yeah. Ooh, okay. All right, we'll get into that in a second, my darlings. And then we have transformation. Okay, beautiful. Yes. So I feel like a lot of you have recently moved into a very, very, very nice living space, or you're in the process of moving into a nice living space. Either you found it and you're just finishing up, tying up all the loose ends to move into it, or some of you are designing like your dream spaces and the renovations are going through. But it does feel like you've moved very recently, or you will be moving very recently, my darlings. Very good energy in this living space that you're going into. But yeah, the health problems, my loves, are manifestations of the fact that your body, the deepest parts of you, are telling you it's time to slow. It's time to slow down. And some of you are in a romantic relationship. And for those of you who are in a romantic relationship, it does feel as though the romantic relationship has been going through a bit of a rough patch right now. I feel like your partners are feeling somewhat neglected, just because you're really like your head down, focused on the work, my darlings. The grind doesn't stop. And that's valid. And that will rectify itself when you allow yourself to fully pause and to recover yourselves and to refill your own cups. You know us intuitives, we love talking about that proverbial cup, but and then once that happens, you can start giving again. Once the cup is overflowing, then you can focus back on the relationship, and then you can focus back on the things that you want to do and the achievements that you want to achieve. And that's fine, my darlings. And your partner, for those of you that have a partner, will be understanding of that. You do have to communicate and say, listen, I'm sorry, I care about you, I don't mean to neglect you, I've just been dealing with a lot of shit. And they know that, they can see that, my darlings. Everyone around you can see that you're pushing yourselves too far and too hard, and you're not stopping. And it's not good for you, my loves. It's not good for you. Your body's telling you it's not good for you. You need to stop. You need to settle. You need to rest. You're not sleeping enough. You need to treat yourself more kindly. You need to take care of yourselves, my darlings. I'm hearing you need to mother yourselves. So you need to make sure that you're eating. You need to make sure that you're drinking. You need to make sure that you're, taking care of yourselves in the ways that you need to take care of. Someone's telling me put away the laundry. Someone's telling me clean the laundry. They might just be talking to me, but it's the fact that it came out now is probably not a coincidence, because nothing ever is. And for those of you not in a relationship, I do feel there's a very, 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 very strong romantic connection incoming. And the person that I'm feeling, I feel resonates as well for the people who are already in a relationship. You already met this person. If you're not in a relationship, this person is very close by. I see you meeting them about 4 to 8 months after you start kind of replenishing yourself. I keep hearing that a lot. A very, very, very sweet person. Very loving person. I'm seeing a lot of you meeting them in your building where you live, or close to where you live. which would make sense for those of you who have just recently moved somewhere or are about to move somewhere, and just kind of seeing them in passing. Very, very, very intense attraction to each other physically. You're both very attractive people. And then, you know, gradually building up into talking and then dating. A very warm, supportive person. My nose is very itchy. I feel like that's something that you're going to feel when you are close by this person. You might even sneeze and they say, bless you, and you say, oh, hello. And there's your meet cute. Hello. Oh, I knew they were a Leo. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Gorgeous. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. And take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Goodness gracious. Thank you very much, Spirit. So your commitment is being tested feels like it resonates with the commitment to yourselves. How committed are you to healing yourselves? How committed are you to replenishing yourselves? You need it, my darlings. You're being detrimental to your own well-being right now, and that's not fair to you, my loves. You deserve to be cared for and to be taken care of. And this person coming in, or this person you're already with, has a lot of the qualities of a Leo, if they're not a Leo. We have Scorpion. In a new relationship, passion offers the challenge of ecstasy and pain. Calm down. Moose, with self-resilience and measured patience, adversity will be overcome. And Llama, let courage lead you to seek support and overcome a fear of intimacy. Wow. Open and shut, why don't you? Goodness gracious. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this person embodies the qualities of a Leo in that they're generous, they're loving, they're caring, they're nurturing, they're giving, they're loyal, they're kind, they're funny, they're very attentive. And you, my sweet, beautiful babies, are not used to somebody being that way with you. Because as I said, I feel like you've always been very self-sufficient. I feel like you haven't had a lot of support, especially emotionally, but I'm also hearing monetarily, in your childhoods and into your adulthoods. And so it's not something that you're familiar with, so you've overcome it. And you've said, that's what that is, and I'll just be who I need to be for myself. And then you welcome in this person who has these qualities, who wants to give to you and wants to take care of you and wants to spoil you and treat you well and love you and support you and everything wonderful. And you're like, stop right there. Thank you very much. Hits play on the Spice Girls. Anyway, and and I feel like that for those of you who are in a relationship, that's kind of what ties into like the rough patch right now. You're overworked, you're overtired, you're being spread too thin. You have this person saying, I want to take care of you. Part of me wanting to take care of you is telling you earnestly that you need a break, and you being like, no, you don't know me. But this person does know you. They see you very clearly, my loves. They do have your best interests at heart. I do feel as though some of them are kind of clumsy in communication. Sometimes what they want to say, they convey in kind of a goofy or clumsy way. Like it doesn't always come off the way that they exactly intend it. But their intentions are so good, and you will, in time, my darlings, understand them well enough to understand what they're trying to say and what they're trying to convey. And you're allowed to let people in, my darlings. You're allowed to let people care for you. You're allowed to let people be worried for you because they care for you, because they love you. And I feel as though allowing yourself to feel that comfort and support, you're still self-sufficient. You're still replenishing yourself with yourself, but it's okay and encouraged, in fact, to be comforted and supported and feel safe in the presence of a person who genuinely cares for and appreciates you, my darlings. And being patient with yourself, and patient enough with yourself to be patient with this person. You know what I mean, my darlings? And letting this person, you know, comfort you and letting them be worried for you, because it's not a bad thing when somebody cares about you enough to worry for you, my loves. In fact, it's kind of nice, right? Scorpionic energy from you, my darlings. Qualities of a Scorpion: Taurus, Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Cancer as well. Who am I forgetting? They said a Capricorn. There you go. And, okay. And yeah, you really good things are going to come from you, taking care of yourselves, my darlings. Okay, let's pull some messages from Archangel Michael, and then we're going to pull some letters and see what messages we get through there. Oh my goodness, the nose. I feel like you guys are, thank you, currently dealing with a cold or just overcoming a cold, or you're about to get a cold, because I feel quite sniffly. We have a favorable outcome. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me to trust and have faith. That's very cute. How many of these are we taking? 2? Okay, thank you. And lean on God and the angels for support. God and the angels just resonate with whatever you refer to as spirit, my darling. Source, spirit, angels, God, this one, that one, the other one, the divine, etc. It's all different hats, same head kind of thing, you know, babies. Dear God and angels, I give you this bracket to briefly describe the situation bracket. Now and completely, I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. That's very sweet. Thank you, my darlings. Yeah, just, it really sums it up, my darlings, really sums it up, because you're so good. You're so good, and you're so loving, and you put so much good into the universe, my darlings. You put so much good into the lives of literally every person you encounter ever. You are definitely sources of light for a lot of people, and it's amazing. It's amazing what you do. You need to turn that back inwards right now, my darling, so that you can continue to give it outwards, because you do find a lot of comfort and a lot of happiness from giving, my darlings, but it needs to be on a pause. That's probably one of the hardest things for intuitives and empaths and healers and light workers and so on and what have you, to learn, is to give it back to ourselves as much as we give it out. But you'll find that it's so much better for you, and it's so much better for everybody around you. This is a beautiful connection, by the way, my darlings. A fantastic connection. Very warm, very supportive. It's a really very lovely dynamic of you having the energy of giving and healing, and this person being very generous and very loving as well, but directing a lot of their nurturing, healing, loving energy to you, so that you can give it outward in a grander scale. It's very powerful. Very, very sweet. Power couple moves for sure, my darlings. All right, my loves. Let's pull some letters and see. I can. Whoo, that was great. I'm going to leave these out, actually, because that was bananas. I was going to say something and I lost it. And that's on having ADD and drinking iced coffee. Anywho, if you don't want to hear the sound of the clinking, my darlings, cover your ears for a few moments, because we're going to get shaky. Because we're going to shake them. I'm seeing a circus, and oh, they say go right to the bottom. Like my hands, like my fingers can stretch that far. Okay. There you go. There you go to myself. Thank you, me. I'm hearing like circus or carnival music or arcade music. I'm seeing specifically, I don't know how globally this resonates, but here I'm seeing Wiccan. So some of you could be witches or be Wiccan. I'm also seeing Wikipedia. But what, like movie theaters or cinemas, if you will, they have like arcades in the lobby / entrance / stuff. But yeah, I'm hearing that kind of music, like very like fun, boppy, but intense and very, very, very overstimulating, in a nice way. So maybe you have a date there, or maybe you take some time off work to rest and relax and end up going there. I'm seeing pain as well. I feel like you guys have been in a lot of pain, especially like nerve spasms. Um, so some grounding. Oh, she got shy. She said, "Don't look at me." Um, root chakra centering, my darlings, root chakra opening and healing. There's a lot of very wonderful music that you can listen to, healing sounds and sound bowls and so on, and grounding yourselves especially. I'm hearing open your window, just letting like air flow through your house. That's a very, very, very nice thing to do. One, because it allows you to ground yourselves through getting fresh air and not just being caught in like stagnant air that's constantly just spinning in a single space. It's also very nice because it allows no stagnation. Whatever is held in that space is allowed to leave and clarity is brought in. I am heavily judged because I keep my bedroom window open 365 days of the year. Snowstorms, ice storms, thunderstorms, tornadoes, that window stays open. Except for when I'm doing readings, because I have the loudest neighbors in history. But as soon as I turn off the camera, I open the window and I let everything back out. It's very lovely, very grounding. I'm hearing the name Hal. I'm hearing equal. I'm hearing somebody say oui en français. Sorry. If I speak French, does it give me permission to make that joke or no? I'm seeing Raphael for the confirmation, looking into meditations as well pertaining to Archangel Raphael, or meditative sounds, healing sounds directly correlated to Archangel Raphael. You're going to be seeing the color green a lot, my darlings. Green as well, I feel, is very soothing for you. I feel like some of you are... My voice just did a really weird thing. Are either about to paint your bedrooms, thinking of painting your bedrooms, blah, 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 blah. Like a sagey green, kind of like this, a little greener than like the light parts of here. Very, very soothing, I'm seeing for you, my darlings, very healing. Green crystals as well, green aventurine, green crystals, green aventurine, Google green crystals. I can't think of any right now. I'm so sorry, my loves. Having plants as well. Very nice for you, my darlings. I feel like some of you have plants that are very soothing for you, and some of you are like, oh, I don't know if I'll get them because like I probably won't be able to take care of them. Just get a little cactus, my baby. A little succulent, something happy that you can take care of and love and care for, and it won't die on you. I am very bad at taking care of plants. Very bad. Very good at taking care of flowers. Very good at flowers. Terrible at plants. And I have a cactus that my brother gave me for International Women's Day, like 9 years ago, because he's adorable and it's still alive. So we can all do it, right? I think it's still alive. It looks fine. We'll say yes. I'm hearing the name Aaron. I'm hearing Wren, as well as W-R-E-N, Wren, like the bird. That could be a signal that Archangel Raphael, your spirit guides, are with you when you see a wren outside fluttering about. I'm hearing pastels. So pastel colors could be very soothing for you if you're renovating, my darlings, as well as like the oil pastels. So I feel like some of you could be very talented artists. I'm looking here too as well. I cannot remember the name of the artist that designed this deck, but I follow them on Instagram. They're an incredible artist. I'll put, if I remember, I'll put the name of them in the description box, and if you're interested, they make beautiful art. Especially, no, you can see for yourselves. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, some of you could be very talented artists, or you just like art is very soothing. and you're great at it and you love doing it. And it could be something that you haven't had time for, something you've neglected, something maybe you've forgotten because, excuse me for the burp, because you've just been so busy. And I feel like part of you replenishing yourselves when you take rest is kind of rekindling that interest in a very beautiful way. My eye also keeps being drawn to the pyrite, my darlings. If you feel drawn to pyrite, pyrite is a very, very lovely crystal for calling in abundance in all forms, financial, monetarily, as well as bringing in, you know, happiness. And it's just so fucking cool. It's so cool. It's fun to look at and it's fun to hold. It's very heavy and it's it's fun. I like it. I want to get a big chunky one. Like not a smooth like ball, like a big chunker like this, and it's fine. You know? I'm hearing tire. So you guys are very tired. You definitely need to sleep more. And like, don't make yourselves feel guilty for resting, my loves. If you want to have an evening where you do literally nothing but lie on the couch and watch Netflix, that is fine. If that is what you feel called to do, my darlings, you are not lacking, you're not failing, you're not depriving yourself of anything by listening to what you need. You want to have a 4-hour bath, you have a 4-hour bath, my loves. You'll be super pruny, but that's okay. You want to sleep in till, you want to take a day off, call in sick and sleep in till 2 p.m. You do that, my babies. You want to go to bed at like 7:30 p.m. You do that, my loves. Whatever you feel called to do. As long as it is in your best interest and you are doing it out of the intention of listening to what you need. I feel like that's very important. I'm also hearing wine, like the bev. Is there anything else? They give me a shiver and they tell me no. Oh, the power you have, group number 1, my darlings. You're amazing, my loves. I hope that these don't go flying. I also hope that you get the rest you need to replenish yourselves, my darlings, because you have fantastic energy. You're so sweet. You're so lovely. I'm so grateful to be able to connect to Jesus, to you in this way. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed that, my loves. If you did, please let me know by leaving a comment. I would love to hear from you. I adore you all so very much, and I love talking to you. And it makes me happy. You all are a very, very huge source of joy in my life. Very grateful. If my energy resonated, the reading resonated, please consider subscribing, my darlings. My links for Instagram, as well as... what the hell else do I use? Nope. As well as more information on private readings and my email and so forth are down in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here with me, my darlings. I love you all. Bye. Oh my God. That fucking coffee. Holy fuck. Oh, how do people do that? How do people drink that every day? Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. That, you know what? That is on me for not going to bed before 3 a.m. 4 days in a row. I should remember this. I should remember the taste of coffee when I want to not sleep. It will force me to smarten up. Okay. Here we go. Clarity, please, my darlings. Thank you. All right. Whew. Hello, my loves. Group number 2, my darlings, the Angel of Channeling. Very beautiful. I'm hearing 2s and 22s and 222s being important numbers for you, my darlings, as well as 4s, as well as 8s. Let's look into what messages Spirit has for you, my darlings. I feel as though we have the Knight of Swords, and I feel that way because I'm looking at it, and the Six of Swords. I feel as though a lot of you have either recently started or are very religious practitioners, like you do it all the time, of yoga, meditation, Pilates, sound bowls. I'm seeing... yeah, that. Like, oh, I'm seeing Tai Chi as well. Yeah, a lot of energy work. Some of you do like interpretive dancing, healing dancing, which is very cool. It's just like literally putting on nice music that makes you feel good and just moving around to like shift energy and bring in positive energies. Very cool, very cool, very cool. And you've been getting a lot of meditations, but I feel as though they're a bit confusing because you usually are able to interpret it, interpret what you see and what you're feeling and the, visions and everything that you get during your meditations with very good clarity and accuracy. You're like, ah, I see this and I know what it means. But I feel like the last few days to couple weeks, you have been getting very vivid messages, clairaudience and clairvoyance. I'm seeing, which is what that is. Very vivid, very intense. It's so much that you come out of being like, okay, I'm obviously meant to remember that and to focus on it. Some of you do use meditative writing, or you make sure to journal after you've had a meditation. If you don't, I would highly recommend you do that, my darlings, because sometimes things come through and it's meant to click with us down the line. I have that happen a lot. Yeah, a lot of deja vu, where just a moment that seemed mundane in a dream 6 years ago happens in reality, and I'm like, oh, right. So writing things down, it doesn't have to be, thoroughly detailed. It doesn't have to be paragraphs and paragraphs. It can literally just be like little bullet points, my darlings. That is perfectly fine. And it feels like, okay, let's look into this. Let's look into this. Let's look into this. We're definitely going somewhere very quickly. I'm hearing moving on. Okay. Okay. That's wisdom of the oracle, this. I feel like some of you, I don't like the word situationship, but I'm hearing it, so I feel like that it's, anyway. It's like whatever you do, babies, you do. No judgment there. I don't like the word. There's something about the vibes in the word situationship that I don't know. Maybe I'm not that big on wordplay. Couldn't tell you. Anyway, I feel like some of you were in a situationship, or you had a friends with benefits, or you had, somebody you were connected with, but it wasn't like fully connected, fully committed. It was kind of in like a blurry zone. Thank you, my darlings. We have orphaned and, okay, I guess I'll take both. Between worlds, abso-fucking-lutely. Thank you, my darlings. And higher power. Oh, my babies, you are so fucking tapped in. Okay, and it feels like you are not in contact with this person right now. I feel like for most of you, they kind of just faded into the background, ghosted, if you will, if you're hip. And you, like, nothing happened. I'm hearing you being like, well, what did I do? You didn't do anything, my darlings. These people have the attention span of squirrels. And you're kind of stuck in the space of knowing that you should move on. In fact, I feel like most of you, if not all, want to move on. I'm getting very hot right now. But it's difficult because you don't have closure. And some of you don't. Okay, I'm trying to shuffle without dropping all these cards. Okay, thank you. Thank you, my loves. You don't have closure, and also some of you just don't know how to let go. You don't want to let go. You're like, I can see like you clutching onto someone's t-shirt, and they're like trying to like Tom and Jerry style, like, cartoon circle legs with the smoke coming out the back, trying to run away. And you're like, nope, you're not going anywhere. And you deserve better than that, my loves. We have the 4 of Cups. So yeah, 4 is definitely big numbers for you, my darlings. What is happening? We have, please, we have the 7 of Swords. That was very, I think my hands are shaking. I think the coffee's hitting me like physically, as opposed to me needing it to like wake up. So my body's like, but my mind's still like, And we have the Queen of Pentacles. You have fantastic energy, my darlings. You are warm, you are cozy, you are nurturing. You're giving me earth sign energy. You're giving me water sign energy. You're giving me a bit of air sign energy as well. Oh, which is funny because Pentacles is earth, Cups is water, and Swords is air. Ha! We're tapped in. And some of you are just not wanting to lose the attention from this person. And it's like, my babies, you're worthy of better attention, you know? Just because it's attention doesn't mean it's the attention that you're deserving of. Doesn't mean it's good attention. It's attention, for sure. Not right now, they're not talking to you, but at one point. And it's like, you just deserve more, my loves. If somebody doesn't want a space in your life, it's unfair to yourself to hold a space for them regardless. If they're showing you that they can't be responsible and respectful enough to maintain their position in your lives, you let them go, babies. If they want to go, you let them go. They don't have a place here anymore, my loves. And you want to let them go because you want space available for you and what is worthy of you and the attention that you're worthy of and that is worthy of you. And if you're filling it up with space for somebody who doesn't recognize you, who doesn't appreciate you, who doesn't see you, who doesn't value you, then you're not allowing space for the better things to come in, my loves. Okay, let's pull from the Quantum Oracle. But yeah, it feels like that's kind of where the blockage is coming from, my darlings, because you're getting these visions and it can be difficult to see things clearly through our own intuition when so many heavy emotions are getting in the way. And I'm hearing that this person isn't worth your time, my darlings. There's very protective, energy. Thank you, my loves. We have present power. We have peace. Yeah. We have optimism. Oh, this is cute. We have hidden motivations. And okay, a lot of these are coming out. We have friends and colleagues, and they tell me to pull out the back. We have commitment. What is happening right now? We have family. Nobody's telling me to stop. We have angels of the four directions. We have increase. We have status quo. Oh, we have new beginnings. We have the vast universe. Okay, one more, they say. Thank you. This was getting crazy. And we have your higher self. Okay, so I don't think I could possibly get further confirmation. We have more decks and we will pull them, but that was like boom, 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 boom. It was like sound effects. Every time I pulled one out, it was like boom, and then another one, boom, and another one, boom. It was crazy. So, better things are coming, my darlings. You are so fucking tapped in. You are so tapped in, so intuitive. And I understand that when we're seeing something and internally at a subconscious level, we know what it means, but it's kind of like being a stubborn teenager and your parents telling you something and you being like, you don't know. And in hindsight, she's 2020, babies. It wasn't great. It wasn't great, but sometimes, just like teenagers, we need to go through it to learn for ourselves that it wasn't great. Much in the way that our parents probably did, and that's how they know it wasn't great. And so you went into this, and I feel as though you got out of it what you needed, my darlings. I feel as though it was very replenishing in a physical sense. You know, it was nice to get your back blown out. What can I say? Hey, right? Or to blow a back out. Or both, you know what I mean? And that's fantastic. Good on you, my babies. More power to you. A lot of healing energy through that. But at a certain point, it becomes a matter of, okay, this isn't bringing anything positive into me anymore. And, sorry. And that's not fair to you, my darlings. My right ear is ringing so loudly. Whoa. Whoa. Confirmation for you if it happens, my darlings. And yeah, you're just, you know you need to let this person go, my loves. You know you need to let this person go because you know there's better things out there for you. And there is such a strong protective energy around you. Feels very much like loving, like grandmother, loving auntie. Somebody who is like no bullshit, who tells you like it is, but they at their core are very clear in the fact that they have your best interest at heart. And perhaps they're a bit brash, and perhaps they, you know, could say things in a gentler, softer way, but they have a point and they're going to get that point across. And that's the energy that I feel is coming through right now, my darlings, where it's like, you know better. And she was like, you want me to tell you you know better? And pulled out 900 cards. And it was crazy. It was wild. Like, it wasn't, it was, it was the power move of the century. I was like, when does it end? What's happening? Um, um, and it's because this person knows, you know, Spirit knows, I know, we all know that you deserve better, and you deserve to make space for what is better, my darlings. And you have gotten out of this connection what you were meant to get out of it. You got the distraction, you got the time you needed to heal from the past difficulty that caused you to go into the situation, and now it's time to free it, my loves. It's time to free it. It's time to give back to you, because you're in a space of confusion now. It feels where you're like, okay, I need this person to give me A, B, and C. And that's not the case, my loves. You give that to you. And you're all you need for that to be given to you. What am I pulling first? Okay. Thank you. And it's meant to come from you. So I know it sucks a little bit because you have, you know, got some feelings for this person, and I feel like that is a big reason for why they're not communicating with you right now, is because either they've been made aware of these feelings, or they can just like feel them, or sense or see that it's happening. And that's not for you, my loves. You deserve better. You deserve somebody who, when they are fortunate enough to receive your affections, they understand how fucking lucky they are, and they understand the value of it, and they appreciate it, and they reciprocate it. And that is what you're worthy of, my darlings. Don't accept less than what you're worthy of, please, my loves. No, thank you. But yeah, and I feel like you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Emotions are running high. Super moon. Have faith in your dreams. And step out of your comfort zone. North node. What? Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The color scheme. She's beautiful. Throat chakra. Throat chakra, third eye chakra, and crown chakra, my darlings, are the focus right now. A lot of clarity needs to be brought to that. A lot of cleansing, I should say, because you do have a lot of clarity through them. Usually, so cleansing those in whatever way you see fit, my darlings. You have your routine for how you cleanse them. I'm being called not to, I don't need to share. You do what you do, crystals, Reiki, music, etc., etc. So whatever you usually do always works, my darling. So just utilize that more fully. Yeah, I feel like part of the confusion you have with this person is that you have been for a while now getting confirmations, getting visions and readings and so forth of your person, your soulmate, your life partner. And in some ways, if I, as a legally blind person, take my glasses off and squint really hard, could possibly shape this person into who you know you're going to end up with. And that's kind of what you've done, my loves. You've kind of been like, okay, well, you know, things shift and change constantly, and energy is always moving. So perhaps this, you know, turned into this, and this turned into this. And I feel actually that the true interpretations and visions and messages and everything you've been getting about your person are very accurate. And this person that you've had this connection with recently is very obviously not the person that you're meant to be with. So I think part of the reason you've been kind of holding out is the fear that, like, if you you know, let go of this person fully in the way that they want to be let go, then you would miss out on a chance at the person you're meant to be with. And that's not the case, my darlings. We have Lion, banish loneliness by reaching out to special friends. Wolf, listen to your inner wisdom and enjoy the gift of freedom. Ooh. Woof. And Ray, counter malicious talk by casting its import from your mind. What the fuck was that combination of words? That was rad as hell. But yeah, so it feels like you're afraid if you let go of this person, you are losing out on the chance at, your true connection, your soulmate connection. And that's not going to happen, my darlings. That's not going to happen because that's not how it happens. The connection that you're bringing in, you can't miss out on. And the connection that you're bringing in is not a connection that you would have to fight so hard for. It's not a connection that you would have to force to maintain, my darlings. It's a connection where your other person, your real person, would be happy to exist in the space that you make for them, as opposed to trying to escape it constantly. So worry not about that, my darlings, and really lean on the support you have from those around you. I feel like you have a very warm family circle, very supportive family circle, or you have a very warm circle of friends who are close enough to be family. You have very good people around you, and don't feel self-conscious, my darlings. I know sometimes these kinds of things as intuitives are hard to open up to, especially people who, aren't as tapped in intuitively, thank you, my loves, as we are. And sometimes you can feel kind of off your rocker for talking about, energy and soulmates and connections and everything else. But I will say the people around you love you enough to listen and to understand and to offer comfort, and you're safe in opening up to them, my loves. From Archangel Michael, my darlings, we have decide to be happy now. Thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all of the goodness in my life. Your root chakra as well, my darlings. There needs to be a focus on that. I'm getting a lot of really intense heat up and down my left ankle to my almost knee. So yeah, I'm really putting a focus on grounding yourselves as well, my darlings, especially during your meditations and after. We have sense of humor. Thank you for helping me see the humor in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I am willing to view my experiences in a new light in order to attract love and healing energy. We have you created this situation and you have the power to change it. Thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. So between this and the wolf card here, I mean, that's just really the energy of the spirit guide that's come through. It's very much unconditional love with no bullshit sort of energy. And that's the fact of the matter, my darlings. I'm hearing lighten up as well. It's, it sucks, but eventually you'll be able to look back on this time and be like, oh, that was kind of silly how I wasn't willing to let this person go. And then I did let them go. And then everything went really well for me immediately. And that's, hindsight. She's 2020. But yeah, it's a matter of, this is the situation you're in. It can be better than it is. Letting it go and lightening the energy around him, my darlings. Okay, let's pull some letters and see what messages we get through there. Let me just move these babies over to the side. And I mean, with the Six of Swords, it's absolutely a matter of moving on to better things, my darlings, letting go of, what's not good for you. It's like you're done here. You're on an island with this person, with the Friends with Benefits connection, and you did it and it's great. And you got it, and now you're done. So you go in your boat and you sail off to bigger and better things, my loves. If you don't like the sound of shaky things, please cover your ears for a moment or two, my loves. Okay. Thank you, babies. Okay, we have K, we have Q. I'm hearing Dairy Queen And I think, is Dairy Queen international, or at the very least, like, familiar to other places? Like the ice cream place that also has the food, and it has the... Did anybody who has a Dairy Queen, did you used to think that what the fuck am I saying? The logo was lips? Because I'm sure, in a small degree, 2% certainty, that there used to be like commercials in like the early 2000s that like the logo turned into like lips and a tongue would come out and lick the ice cream. Is that real? Am I Mandela affecting myself? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm hearing Dairy Queen. I'm hearing con as in this person you need to let go of and good for you, babies. But also like convention. And I feel like I'm seeing like Comic-Con, I'm seeing Anime Con, those kinds of conventions, you know, like dress up and characters and art and toys and all of these fun things, which could be something that you're about to go to. It could also be how you meet like your true, genuine connection. I'm hearing Pompeii. I'm hearing it was there and then it left. Where'd it go? I'm hearing Pluto. So you could be Scorpios. You could have a lot of Pluto in your birth charts. You could be in like which would make sense to be in a Pluto phase right now, because that's very transformative energy. And especially with the energy of Pluto, like scorpionic energy, very resistant to transformation. Transformation is constantly happening, and right now feels like a very intense phase of it. But being very like resistant and uncomfortable to things. It's like standing in like a room, and everything in the room, like the walls are all like turning and changing, and you're standing in the middle of it being like, I wish this wasn't happening, but like it is, and it's continuing, and then it's finished and you're like, oh, it was in my best interest. I still didn't like it though, which is valid, my darlings. I'm hearing tarp, so you could be going on a camping trip soon. That could be also something very healing, as we saw, to spend time with like your community and your friends and your loved ones. So you could be going to a con with them, you could be going camping with them, you could be on a holiday with them, a weekend away. Just time to exist with them and find comfort in them and to open up to them is very important for you, my darlings. I'm hearing the name Kelly. I'm hearing Kelly's Landing. I have no idea what that is. It could be, is it a place? Maybe? I don't know. I'm also hearing PEI, Prince Edward Island, in Canada, Japan. I'm hearing Jaguar. I'm hearing play, and that feels like what you're meant to do, but it also feels like play, like performance play. And some of you could be like actors auditioning for a play, or you could like want to like rekindle an interest or a passion you had with acting, taking like acting classes, or like building an interest in, you know, and like researching like how you would go about, you know, doing that and pursuing that like fully. I'm hearing kaleidoscope, which I feel like resonates with just not seeing things clearly. It will clear up though, because it's like I'm seeing like through a kaleidoscope, and it goes like really, really, really distorted and fucked up and fractal, and then it kind of turn, you know, the ones that you turn back, and then it's just like a telescope, like you just see things clearly. And so it feels like you're in the fucked up fractal phase right now, but then it's going to turn back and you'll see things very clearly, because I feel like you're very worried and uncomfortable with the fact that your meditations like are they're clear, but in a way that you're resisting, my darlings. Clear in a way that it's like they're telling you something and you've got your hands over your ears because you don't want to hear it, my love. And that's, you know, that's fine. That happens. It's all, it's part of it. Is there anything else? There's one more thing. What are we missing? What are we missing? I'm hearing to plant a garden. For those of you who feel called to do, like, even something small, even having like a little, like, You can buy like the indoor greenhouses that are literally like yay by yay by yay. And you just get a couple little plants in there and you just have your little plants in your tiny little baby greenhouse, and it's fucking adorable. It's amazing. Just, yeah, something to kind of focus on, something very, very, very centering for the root chakra as well, my loves. Very grounding. And there is a lot of attention being put on a lot of your chakras, but especially the root chakra. That root chakra is discombobulated, my babies. So just grounding yourself, spending more time outdoors, working with plants is fantastic to ground yourselves. Very meditative as well. It's a very meditative act to care and nurture and grow something. Is there anything else to give me a shiver and they tell me no? Group number 2, my beautiful babies. I hope that you enjoyed that, my loves. If you did, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. Love to Jesus to talk to you. You guys are amazing, and I wish you all the very best and most wonderful things that you're very worthy and deserving of, my loves. Better things coming, clarity coming for sure, my loves. What else do I usually say? If the reading resonated and my energy resonated, please consider subscribing. All of my links for Instagram, as well as information on private readings and my email, are down in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love you all. Bye. Hello, 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 my beautiful darlings. Group number 3. The fucking energy coming through right now is so clear and so strong. It is bananas. I was just lost in thought a second ago, drinking coffee that I'm starting to warm up to. It was real rough for a little bit. I don't drink coffee very often. I feel like it seems like I do because there's a lot of readings where I'm like, oh, I'm having coffee because I don't sleep. And it's going fine. Anyway, it's getting better. But I was hearing so many like conversations and I was like not focused because I was just putting cards back in piles to use them for this reading. And it was wild because there's like so much coziness in this group. There's so much like comforting energy. I was hearing like people like introducing themselves to other people with like a flirtatious romantic intent. I was hearing like people like starting families, people like fully committing to each other, people getting married, people getting proposed to. And I didn't know. I thought I was just like, I don't know. It was weird. I don't know. I think I was just thinking of things like nothing. I don't know what was going on. And then yeah, so and then I pulled this pile out, and I don't know, it was weird. So there's a lot of energy here. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords and we have Strength. Okay, gorgeous. And I feel like okay, there's too much happening. It's like being in like a room of people and they're all like talking to each other, but you're supposed to like pick up on everything they're saying to each other, and it's like, okay, everybody shh. Okay. Thank you. Now it's really quiet. And it feels like this is something that you're ready for. It feels like you're ready for the next phase of your life. And it feels like confirmation from Spirit that the next phase of your life is coming in whatever form that looks. So for those of you who are ready to meet a romantic connection, that is happening. Those of you who, this person also, I just have to say, before we go on to the other stuff, this person, the charisma is bananas. Like wow, flirtatious, but like in a very like charming way, not like a gross way. You know, some people can, it's just personal preference. Absolutely, people like different things, people are into different things. Some people can flirt in a way that is unsavory in my perception, But everybody's different. Everybody likes different things. This person, I feel like, really flirts with you in a way that you find very appealing, very charming, very like impressive. It's impressive because it's not putting you off kind of a thing. You know what I mean, loves? It does feel like they are the ones to approach you initially with romantic intention, because it was literally a matter of like catching me full off guard. Like I could hear this person talking to you and flirting with you, and it was like, it's like you don't even like know they're talking to you at first. Like you're sitting at a table or you're out somewhere, or I don't, there's like some of you meet them online as well, and there's this like state of disbelief that they're like communicating with you. So it's like, oh, this must be a mistake. You can't be talking to me. Because I didn't pick up on, like, I heard what they were saying, but it didn't like register for the first like 15 seconds that it was like something I was meant to focus on, and that's how it kind of feels. And then the conversation starts. It's very easy to talk to this person. This person has very fluid energy in the way that like they're very, very effortless to talk to. I feel like that's a comment people make about them a lot, is that they're so easy to talk to. But yes, so those of you who want a romantic commitment, it is coming. Those of you who want, who are in a romantic relationship and want farther commitment in the form of engagement, in the form of marriage, it is happening. Those of you who want to start a family, it is happening. Those of you who want a new job, it is happening. Those of you who want a new house, it is happening. New car, it is happening. More money, it is happening. Whatever you want, it's being very clearly confirmed. Confirmed. Jesus, confirmed that it is happening. But there's this element of fear, and I feel like that's where the Strength card comes in, because these are very similar energies. The Page of Swords, like look at the fucking badassery we're witnessing right now. Like fucking legendary behavior, ledge for sure. And here the same thing. Like try her. Try either of them. You can't. You won't. It's just not happening. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like Spirit's message for you, is like, no, that you don't need to be worried or anxious or fearful that this isn't going to happen, because it feels like that fear is very present in you, my darlings. It's very prevalent. It feels like, you know, you're worried that what you want won't happen. It's kind of like a too good to be true scenario. It's like, no, and it's interesting because you feel it so close. You feel this thing or things that you want so fucking close to you, so obviously in your fucking orbit. But it's like too good to be true. It's like, well, no, that couldn't possibly happen because that would be fantastic. And like you're worthy of good things, my loves. You're worthy of the things that you want, and they're coming. So it's just calling, Spirit's just calling on you for like a bit of bravery and a bit of perseverance within yourself to be like, no, I'm deserving of this. This is coming my way. What? Okay, let's pull from the wisdom of the oracle. You guys ever drink so much coffee that your vision starts to get fucked up, or is that just me? So much coffee. I've literally, I don't drink coffee regularly, so I think I've had 6 sips of coffee, and I'm like, you ever drink so much coffee that everything just gets really crazy really fast? Like, oh. I mean, I think I can blame coffee all I want, but I think my energy is just naturally unhinged a little bit. A lot of it. In a lot of ways. And I just project onto caffeine because it's easier. We have, to be fair, thinker. Yeah, you guys overthink, my sweet babies. Oh, my darlings. We have milk and honey. Oh, ooh. All right. Okay. Okay. Gorgeous. Yes. So 4s, 44s, and 11s and 1s. Big numbers for you, my darlings. But yeah, you guys can like overthink, and it's a blessing and a curse, because on the one hand, you think so much that you're actually fantastic at manifesting in the form of fantasizing. And fantasizing can be a manifestation, my darlings. Like, one of my favorite ways to manifest is like scenarios in my head that like I'm visualizing and building and creating while like falling asleep. That's a full-blown manifestation, my darlings. And I feel like you guys do that a lot because you're constantly thinking. You're very creative. You could be writers or artists or just very creatively inclined people. You could also play like a lot of video games that you can, like I'm hearing world building. So like Minecraft, Sims. There's others. Bring them to me, please. I'm seeing a lot of Skyrim as well, Elden Ring, which they just announced a new DLC yesterday at the time I'm filming this. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. I'm excited. Okay, so, but yeah, like a lot of like creating your own story. Final Fantasy 14 as well. A lot of like you get to like dress up your character and you get to make like stories, you get to exist in your own world, and a lot of like pick your own adventure type games. And there's manifestation in that as well, my darlings, because you get to like create and fantasize and think and you know, you're obviously projecting things that you want into what you're creating, and that's manifestation. You're putting energy into what you want. Like that literally is the definition of manifestation, my darlings. In whatever form. Like you could, you know, you can manifest by, you know, if you want to fall in love, you can manifest by doodling hearts on the corner of like notebook paper. You know what I mean, my darlings? So many different ways. Because it's the energy of it. It's you thinking about it. And that is where the energy lies, is in you, and projecting it out into the world is only making it stronger, my darlings. Oh, I almost did. I'm trying to, excuse me, my loves. I talked about it in the last reading I filmed where I tried to like fancy shuffle, because there are so many, pretty well every intuitive other than me, who uses cards can shuffle really fucking cool. Like the techniques are crazy. Like the waterfalls, the flippity doos, the dip dops, they're crazy. And I wish, because every time I see somebody do it, I'm like, this is amazing. And I can't because my hands are too tiny and my fingers are too short. And so I can't but I had a thought, an intrusive thought that I might try once a reading to do a fancy shuffle, and then eventually I would get good, right? I won't. I'm scared. But it's mostly going to be embarrassing, and I'm willing to almost always do it for the content. So in my daily life, commit to the bit. Okay, so I'm willing to almost always in my daily life do it for the bit. Commit to the bit. So, okay, let's go. Let's go. Believe in yourself. Ah, no. I didn't believe in myself enough. Okay, well, I mean, that's something, right? Hey. All right, so we did it. Checked that off for today's to-do list. But yeah, so you're overthinkers, my darlings, and that's wonderful because on the one hand, you think so much that you're fantastic at bringing things that you want into your lives. And I feel like that happens just in a lot of ways. You guys have magician energy for sure, in the sense that you can manifest literally anything. You think of something, boom, 3 days later it happens. When you put literal energy into specifically manifesting something, it always goes very, very well for you, my darlings, because you manifest that exact thing or better. But on the other hand, it can work against you because you can start to see the results of your manifestations coming, and then it's kind of like an imposter syndrome. You kind of feel like, okay, well, oh no, because maybe I don't deserve that. And it's like you seek out and love to receive validation, as anyone does, but then once you receive the validation in the form of whatever it may come, but in the form especially of your manifestations coming towards you, thank you, my loves, you start to feel like, oh no, maybe this isn't for me, maybe I don't deserve it, I'm not ready for it, kind of a thing. And I mean, like, what? The Nine of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. My loves, you're fucking magic. This is wild. I feel like, okay. My nose is so itchy. I feel like you are already with or calling in a very, very good person, a very great connection. Or if you're already with this person, this connection's only strengthening, and again, in the form of commitment, in the form of marriage, in the form of starting a family, if that's something that you want. And that can mean anything. That can mean buying a house together, that can mean getting a pet together, having children, whatever you see fit, whatever is home and family to you is what this will be, my loves. And sorry, I can't stop thinking about my shuffle. And this person feels incredibly grounding. If you haven't met them yet, they're very, very close in your orbit, in your direct vicinity. I do feel as though if you haven't met them in a romantic sense, you don't know this person yet. And they feel very, very grounding. They're very in their power. They're very self-sufficient. They're incredibly hardworking. I feel like they are business owners, or they're higher up where they work. They're very, very calm people, like energetically calm. I feel like they're actually quite silly and quite funny and quite sweet and quirky and endearing. But at an energetic level, they are very, very calm and grounding and soothing and lovely. And very self-sufficient people, really built themselves from the ground up, very, very nurturing to you. And that's really nice, my darlings, because I feel like sometimes you have a difficult time taking care of yourselves. You neglect to do that often. And I feel like in the last 6 months to a year, you've kind of been almost forced to return your focus to taking care of yourselves because you've neglected it for a while. And I feel like your work especially takes a lot out of you. There's something about like being overworked, but also the work that you do is very demanding in the sense that like you have to give, like it feels like, I know the Nine of Cups is like, it's amazing, and it's absolutely wishes coming true for you, my darlings, but it also feels like it's kind of like this, like you have to give so much to so many people, and there's a lot of connection in what you do. And some of you could just like work with a lot of different people. Excuse me for burping. You interact with a lot of different people. Some of you could have like, I don't know, you could be like live streamers. You could have like some online platform where like you communicate with a lot of different people. And at a certain point you enjoy it. What you do, you enjoy very much. But at a certain point, it started to feel like it was taking more than you could give. And it was starting to feel really overwhelming. And you took pause because you had to. And you started to work on yourselves. And you're better now. Very important, my loves, better now at setting boundaries for yourselves and really kind of listening to yourselves. And that's fantastic, my darlings. But also, this person coming in really feels like they really enforce your boundaries, because you're such soft, loving people that you will almost always, my sweet darlings, let people take from you whatever they need, even if it's more than you feel you can give or more than you feel comfortable giving. And you're consciously trying to be better at that, but old habits die hard, my love. And this person does not accept that. This person loves you so much and so deeply that they would not allow a single fucking soul to overstep in your life, in your energetic space, in any form. This is a magnificent person to have with you, and you are so fucking worthy of this person. It feels like you've been single for quite a long time. um, by choice, and also because of other obligations and responsibility, and not having the time, energy, or attention span to divide it between what you do and a partner. So for those of you who are with a connection now, prior to that you were single for a long time, but it does feel as though this connection is very, very, very grounding. This person has a lot of air and earth energy, especially. Um, mm, yeah, they're very, very, very good. Just very sweet in the way that they take care of you. Like, they like to cook for you, and they just, a lot of physical healing as well, but also physical in not just a intimate way, like intimate, but PG-13 as opposed to otherwise. I mean, that too, but that's for another reading. Hey now. And it feels like they could be psychics, witches, energetic healers, this person that you're connected to romantically, because it feels like they have so much healing energy in them. They're so gentle and they're so lovely, and they soothe you. Like, I feel like even when you're working, if you work at home, they just walk by you and they just like kiss the top of your head or kiss your cheek or like lightly touch your cheek as they're like passing by. Just a little affectionate gesture. Like, they don't want to disturb what you're doing, but they want you to know that they're there and that they love you. And there's so much love that passes through this person to you. This is a beautiful, oh my God. It's so sweet. It's so, so, so sweet. So really, and with 9 of Wands as well, my darlings, confirmation that really everything you're working so hard for, have worked so hard for, and want is coming for you. I feel like the next 2 to 4 years are going to be especially, like, not even transformative, just like I can see like a rocket like shooting into the stars. Like, you're going to go so fucking far. You're going to achieve so much. And I feel like the last couple years already have been like more successful than you could have ever hoped for, in a really positive way, and you're fully deserving of the success that you have, my darlings, because you're so fucking hardworking and amazing and powerful, and I adore you so fully. And that's only going to increase. More opportunities coming your way, my darlings, and just really, really, really good things. We have surrender to the divine, full moon. Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus, and show the world the real you. Okay, gorgeous. So, it feels like surrender to the divine really kind of sums up the confirmation that, like, you don't need to doubt the things that you want, my love. The fact that they're coming to you, the fact that you deserve them, the fact that you're worthy of them. Because it's like you feel almost guilty for like asking for the things that you want, in terms of, you know, manifestation. It's like, well, that would be nice, but like whatever I get or whatever happens, it's fine. And it's like, no, my darlings, you deserve what you want and what you're worthy of, and that's all you ever ask for. And you should have that. You're going to have that. I want you to have that. You're going to have that. It's happening, okay? It's just, and it's happening. I love you. And and trusting that it will come to you. And I mean, with Taurus and Aquarius, again, earth sign energy, this person coming through, my darlings, but it also feels like if you haven't met this person yet, they're offering you a lot of healing and grounding and energetic protection from where they are, because it does feel as though they're incredibly intuitive and they've already connected to you. They know maybe not exactly who you are, but they know of you through their own intuition. Some of them actually know who you are and maybe just haven't reached out yet, and they kind of stumble into your lives quite soon if you haven't met them yet. But definitely a very grounding force. This person also has like the energy of somebody they're very sweet. They're very funny, very funny. Oh, the way you laugh with this person is so cute. Oh, I'm seeing some of the memes you guys exchange. 10 out of 10. And but at the same time, they're very, 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 very honest people. They're very honest, almost to the point of bluntness. And in fact, by almost, I mean they're pretty blunt. And very, like, just very genuine people and very much in their power. And that's something that's very, very sexy to you, because I feel like that's something you look for in people, because that's something you kind of struggle with. You do not know how to say no, my loves. You have never once in your life said no to somebody without feeling intensely uncomfortable and like you were in the wrong, and trying to figure out, as you're saying no, how can I turn this so that I can say yes to some sort of aspect of this. And this person loves you so through and through, and really, really helps you learn that it's not only okay, it's in fact encouraged and essential to say no when you feel the need to say no. And I can also feel this person, my nose is so itchy, my loves, if that resonates with you. I feel like right before you meet this person, you're gonna get like a pretty bad cold or flu. A lot of sneezing. I'm sorry to say, my darlings. That sucks. I hope it doesn't happen, but I feel like you have, or like allergies. So you could meet this person in spring. Ooh, hay fever. Why don't you? Hey, you can meet this person in hay fever. You can meet this person in spring, which would be like April, May, June, or fall. So September, October, November. I feel like a lot of you meet them online, especially with Aquarius. Oh yeah, this is, I think pretty well all of you meet this person online. And what's nice is you're both very financially stable, secure, and independent. And that's really great, because I feel like finances are not something that you have always had in abundance, especially in your childhoods. Um, and you've worked so hard that finances are fantastic for you, my darlings. You can afford things now that you would have only dreamed of being able to afford at one point. And this person feels very much in that energy as well, where they're doing really, really, really well for themselves. And both of you, it's very cool, because both of you have really like brought that to yourselves. Like the opportunities you have, the success that you have comes from the work that you've done yourselves. And that's very beautiful, because there's a nice connection in that. I feel like you have a hard time kind of connecting and understanding with people who have wealth just because they have it, because of their families or because of whatever. Like you really resonate more with people who have worked hard for what they have. um it's easier for you to connect with people like that. And so you two are just, it's really beautiful, because it's two people who are doing really well, coming together and creating this beautiful life together. This gorgeous life. This, oh, I'm gonna cry. This is so fucking cute. This is your forever person through and through, my darlings. This is your, if you want to get married, this is the person you get married to. Life partner for sure. Like I'm not seeing any separation. I do feel as though initially it's actually a long distance connection. Somebody keeps blowing and kissing on my neck, and that's anyway. Which I feel like is something like they would do for you. I feel like you really sensitive necks, my babies. Sensitive now. Oh, another reading, why don't we? This person is very in tune with the things that you like and are sensitive to, and is very happy to replenish your energy through giving affection and pleasure in a lot of ways. Anyway, um, and it's just like, there's not a moment aside from like, initially there's long distance, but it feels like that's almost fine, almost preferred, because you both are very, very busy people. You have very full lives, um, through your careers, especially. Like it feels like there's not enough hours in a day for either of you to get everything done. Somebody does feel like a parent already. I got that message at the beginning of the reading, when all the people were talking and communicating, and someone was very shy about admitting that they had a child. Feels like quite a young child, just one. And I feel like for some of you, you could think because of this child that this person isn't available, um, or isn't, open to a relationship in whatever form. Either you think they're still with, the person that they had the child with, or you think, they just won't want a connection because they're focused on their child. But it feels, there's so much familial energy in this connection, my loves. Very like Taurus energy through and through. It feels like home. And that's really nice because home is something I don't know if you've ever felt fully, my loves. You've had homes, you've lived in homes, you currently have a home, and it's home, but you, I feel like subconsciously, or in some cases for some of you consciously, you know home has a bigger, heavier meaning, and you want to find that meaning. And either you have through meeting this person already, or you will through meeting this person. This person is home. This person gives you a home. The true authentic meaning of home and everything that comes with that word. And this person, okay, there's so many messages coming through. So yes, so it's nice because at the beginning you guys, you know, are busy, have your own things, but then you also have this beautiful connection. And then it feels like very quickly you come together. Oh, but also, another reading. But also like you end up, because it feels like you guys, both of you can work like anywhere, and it does feel like you guys live in different countries. But they're countries that have like a similar aspect in them. So they're countries where like the same languages spoken, words spoken, or like it has the same kind of like weather. Like there's something similar about the countries that you're in, but it does feel like you're in different countries. And one person ends up going to the other person's place and being there quite often, you know, for like weeks, months at a time, and then going back. And then it starts to become like, okay, can we just live together? Because like I miss you when I'm not with you, and I want to be with you. Please, thank you. I love you. And then so you end up moving together very quickly. Somebody moves into this space somebody already lives in, their space. And I feel like one of you, before you meet, lives alone, if not both of you. And this person just completes like where you live, but then also once you live together, you end up moving into like your forever home. Some of you design your homes together. It's very sweet. I can see some of you moving into like refurbishing like old like very very old homes or old like castles or old churches and turning them into homes. Is very cool, very fun. And this person, they have some protective energy for you, my babies. This person has no qualms about like I said, enforcing your boundaries and making sure that, because they know you through and through, my darlings. They know you better than anybody. In a lot of ways better than you know yourselves, or at least better in the ways that you're willing to admit to yourselves. And they will make sure that you are always supported and comforted and encouraged in saying exactly what you mean. And that's something I feel like you've struggled with, my darlings. Okay, let's get some, whatever the hell these are called. But this is such a warm connection. This person makes you blush a lot, which I feel like is something that not a lot of people can do. You're very good at making people blush. You're very flirty and very charming. You know, you can charm the pants off anyone, literally and figuratively. But this person makes you blush like effortlessly. Like it's so endearing. It's so cute. Like, this is so cute. Okay. So we have Scorpion. In a new relationship, passion offers the challenge of ecstasy and pain. So this is a very, which of course it's going to be, this is a very intuitive person. This is a soul connection. You guys have been together in past lives before. You will be together in lives again. Like, you guys are so fucking intertwined. It's gorgeous, but also wild. And so with a connection that strong, especially with somebody as intuitive as I see this person being, it's going to bring some stuff up that maybe at first isn't the comfiest, my loves. We have Kangaroo. As events take on their own momentum, you take a true leap forward. My hands are shaking because of the coffee. And Moose, with self-resilience and measured patience, adversity will be overcome. And they're telling me to take the bottom of the deck, which is bear, nurture creativity, and return to the sweetness of life. Oh, okay, this is fun. You guys are very creative people. Very cool. But yeah, so initially it's going to bring up some things that feel kind of uncomfortable to bring up. And that's not in a negative way, my darlings. It's in a very, it feels very scorpionic. We're getting a lot of scorpion energy in this reading. And it feels like that's to do with kind of like a Scorpio, if you've ever talked to one, are going to see directly through you to your soul instantly. They're going to know the truest parts of you. And they're going to see them and they're going to acknowledge them. And they're going to ask you invasive, intimate questions. And they're going to know when you're not being completely honest with them. And there is no subject matter that is off the table when you're speaking to a Scorpio. And that's kind of like the energy of this person. They could have Scorpio in their main planets. But like it's like they don't let you beat around the bush with them. Just because they care about you so much, my loves. And they can see you very, very clearly. They are, I think, the first people to come into your lives to see you with complete clarity. And that can be daunting. It can be intimidating to be seen truly and authentically, because I feel like whether consciously or subconsciously, my darlings, you're very prone to kind of putting up a barrier. It's like a see-through barrier, like it's like a glass wall, or like, you know, a fence that you can see through. Like you can see people and people can kind of see you, but at the same time there's this barrier of protection where it's like, well, don't see me too closely. And, you know, or if you like you overshare, which I feel like you're prone to doing, you really kind of pull back and you're like, oh no. And then you like freeze and kind of, you know, it's like the Homer Simpson meme where he like fades back into the bushes. You're like, oh no. And this person will like grab your hand and pull you out of the bushes and be like, no, 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 no. You're here with me and you're very safe with this person. You can overshare with this person as much as you like, my darlings, but this person they will know you, and they will know you truly, and they will know you thoroughly, and they will know you well, and they will care for you, and they will love you, and they will help you through everything that comes up with being seen truly and fully. And it's a really, 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 really beautiful connection, my loves. It's really fucking nice. The moose. This person could be from Canada. I'm seeing as long as the bear. Another reading, and so but yeah, so it can be intense initially, my loves, but then once you get past what's the fucking quote? What's the quote? No, I can see it. I can see it. Why can't I read it? I can see it. The mortifying ordeal of being seen, something, something, something. It's like, you know, you have to be seen to be known, and then it's scary to be seen, but it's comforting to be known. Whatever that quote is, you know what I'm talking about. And that's it's right the fuck there too. Like I'm hearing, it's like on like a walkie-talkie, and it's like static, like between every like 1.5 words. Oh, anyway, if I remember, I'll put it in the description. And that is what this person is. Like yes, it's intimidating and scary and daunting to be seen, but this person sees you. And I will say, my loves, they're so psychic that they already see you. And it's good. It's good to be seen. And in the same way, I will say that you help them be seen as well, because I feel like they are not easily seen. For somebody who's so in their power and so confident and so comfortable, and so my nose is so itchy, and so like blatantly comfortable being who they are, they're not seen very clearly by people, and there's some sort of like intimidation factor to them, energetically or appearance wise, something about them that just people People stand back. They have I will say, they have a very strong energy about them, like just very, very, very powerful people. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. Explore your options. And you created this situation. You have the power to change it. Okay. So keep your eyes on your targeted intention. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner vision and intention. I ask for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action in real granting me the confidence and courage to take action toward realizing my dreams, which fully fucking confirms everything we just talked about. And explore your options. I can't, ring light, you gotta, I love you, but please stop. Dear God, or whomstever, or whoever, spirit, universe, blah, 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 whatever you call it. Thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand, and assess all of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness, and life's purpose. And you created this situation and you have the power to change it. Thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. It's beautiful. It's beautiful and we love it. It confirms everything so nicely, my loves. Really, really and truly. I will say explore your options is also seeming like confirmation that I feel like pretty well all of you don't know this person yet, because you're constantly thinking, my loves, like your brains are just like in overdrive, like there's smoke coming out your ears, my babies, and you're like trying to pin this person to somebody in your circle, because if you haven't met them yet, you really fucking want to, and you will, and they're close, and they're very, very, very close, my loves, if you're not with them already. But if you're not already in a committed romantic relationship, you have not met this person yet, I will say, at the time of this reading. And so I feel like that connects with explore your options. It's like, no, you don't, they're gonna pop in when they're meant to pop in, because it feels like right now you are just getting, there's something really big happening right now. What's happening? But like with your work, there's something in the works, something going on that's really big, really exciting. And it's like things are really like the momentum right now is bananas. And also I'm hearing Donkey Kong. Some of you could be playing Donkey Kong, or just started playing it, or want to play it, or have like a lot of nostalgia related to Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong on the N64 with the banana controller, the yellow banana. Oh, okay, sorry. I just saw that. So that probably connects to somebody. Anyway, so there's like really, really, really big things happening for you, my darlings. And the interesting thing is, for those of you with this person, you really, really, really need this person's support. And those of you who haven't met them yet, you're going to feel through this very exciting, very big thing that's going to go very, very well for you, my darlings. It's going to open like 1,000 doors of new opportunities for you. It's going to be amazing. But did I not pull the okay, well, let's pull that then. And what am I saying? Bring it back, please, my loves. Oh my God. Oh, but it does feel like, because your attention needs to be where it is right now on this big project that you're working on, about to release, about to finish, that what you really, really want is being put on hold. And I feel like that kind of sums up the message that Spirit has for you, is like, yes, it's coming, but it feels like it's coming soon. You have other obligations right now, my love. So for those of you, and it feels like this situation is going to really kind of amplify how much you want the thing that you're wanting. So for those of you who want a romantic relationship, through this situation, you're going to be like, oh, it'd be really nice to have somebody to, like, you know, pet my hair while I work for 100 million hours or something. And those of you who, you know, are in a romantic connection, are looking at your person between working 1 million hours, and you're like, I want to be with you forever, through and through. And you get engaged. Those of you who are engaged, you visualize your life with this person, you get married, or you see this person, you see them as family, and you're like, I want to have kids with you, or I want to, you know, buy a house with you, or I want to, you know, get pets with you. Like, there's something about the very exciting, very big development that you're currently in or just about to be in that solidifies what you want. And then right after this situation is dealt with and you're going through it and all the opportunities are open, I feel like that is when what you want just boom, like right away, my babies. We have increase, abso-fucking-lutely. We have the vast universe. And we have hidden motivations. Okay, so through and through, my babies. They're telling me to look at the bottom of the deck. What's at the bottom of the deck? Ow. Oh! Oh my goodness. Okay, so much good. So much fucking good is coming for you, my loves. 1s and 3s as well. Very important numbers. 13s as well. 13 could be somebody's favorite number. Or they could have something to do with 13. They could be born on the 13th. They could be born between the 1 and 3 months, so January, February, March. Their like birth date could add up to 13. Would that make sense? Add up to 13? Add up to 1 or 3? I don't know. Anyway, but it definitely feels like, one, you're headed for so much abundance. And this card, my darlings, just feels like literally like you both are going towards the same place. Like, this is where you meet. This is your home and your life with them and everything. And you're both just there together. So if you're with this person, you're walking alongside, holding hands. If you're not with them yet, you're both going to the same destination and connecting that way. And this home is like everything that you want. House, family, everything. And there's so much abundance for you both on the way there, my darlings. There's so much abundance coming your way, so much happiness. I feel like a lot of you have recently started counseling or therapy, or you've started new medications, or you've just started like being more conscious and taking care of yourselves. You have a new like diet regime, you're eating different things, you have a new exercise regime, you're more conscious about taking vitamins, you're more like, you're just doing better at caring for yourselves in a way that's really, 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 really positive. And this person the same as well. And this person has they're very, very, very strong. They just have like physically, they're very strong people. They're gorgeous. They're very, 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 very attractive people. They have really nice voices. They have a really, really sweet laugh, beautiful smile. But something about their bodies, it's like hips, thighs, butt, it's all very nice. And they're very like, very strong people. Not like overt, like not like, you know, fucking Sports Illustrated type like muscles, but like just very, very strong, very solid people, very attractive people. I'm seeing a lot of things that I can't talk about because this is an 18+ reading. Anyway, and definitely, yeah, a lot of really, 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 really great things coming into your lives through this person, my loves. It's very fucking exciting, and you're worth nothing less. This is beautiful. I'm seeing so many babies. For those of you that want to have kids, I'm sorry I said it like that. I'm seeing so many babies. For those of you that want kids, which could mean so many things. You guys work together, you start a project together, you have pets together, you have children together. For those of you that want it, you have children with this person, you start a family with this person. There's so much domestic, comfy energy. There's so much Taurus energy in this reading. And it's really cute. It's really cute, especially because I feel as though a lot of them do already have a child. It's like family. It's just family energy. It's home. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I'm weeping. It's amazing. Okay, so let's see what messages come through. I feel like actually right now we are, excuse me, my loves. Thank you. We are connecting with this person. I feel like this person is the one who has come through. Oh, my ears started ringing. Okay, confirmation. Who has come through to share these messages. Deeply intuitive people. If you don't like the sound of that. You can cover your ears for a second, my darlings. But yeah, it feels like they're so tapped in, so intuitive that like they're the ones coming through to share. They fucking love you. Oh my God, it's so cute. Oh wow, it's... Whew. One of you is a really big crier and one of you isn't, especially when it comes to movies. One of you, like, it takes 2 seconds of dialogue in a movie to have you weeping, and the other person, excuse my stomach grumbling. And it's funny because what is happening there? I'm hearing ukulele. And yeah, so one of you cries really easily and the other hardly ever cries, but I'm seeing both of you actually being very, very, very moved to tears by movies, because there's an interesting conversation where like one of you cries all the time, and I'm hearing Isabella as well. Isabel. I'm also hearing Kay. Their name could start with a K. One of you cries often and the other hardly cries ever, and it's like when you were first dating, or when you are first dating, you're watching a movie together and the one who cries all the time is crying and looks over, and the one who doesn't ever cry is also crying, and it's like, this is what does it for you, and they're like, I can't believe this is happening. I'm seeing Forrest Gump, I'm seeing The Notebook, I'm seeing the first Lion King. Oof. I'm seeing a lot of Tom Hanks movies actually. I'm seeing I'm seeing a lot of Tom Hardy movies. Oh, Tom Hardy. Oh. Oh, one of you could be from England. Oh, now I'm thinking about Tom Hardy and I'm distracted. Okay. Come back to it. But like I'm seeing a Christopher Nolan movie, I think is the name, like Inception and The Prestige. Fantastic fucking movie. But yeah, like one of like those kinds of movies, very emotionally moving, and it gets you both weeping, and it's a funny, cute moment for one who like cries a lot, being like, really, like this is what gets you, and they're like, yeah, and it's very sweet. A very, very sweet juxtaposition. Words are hard sometimes. Somebody could be from Hawaii. We got Canada earlier. I'm hearing Sweden. I'm hearing Norway. I'm hearing China, Korea, Japan, Taiwan, Nepal. I'm hearing Tokyo specifically. New Zealand, Australia, Syria, Serbia, Greece, the Maldives. You could go to the Maldives. Ooh. Something with a T, a place with a T. They showed me like a country, and then they like swiped it and just left the T. So a place that starts with a T, or they could live close to a place that starts with a T. Definitely some UK folks though, because I just heard tube. The tube. We'll take the tube. YouTube. Sorry. My great-grandparents were from England, so I can make that joke. Well, one of the sets of them. There are several variations of some stuff in me. Anyway, it's not about me right now. Okay, I'm hearing the violin. So both of you or one of you could really like classical music or be very, 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 very musically inclined. One of you could, or both of you could make music. I'm hearing muse, and I'm hearing like apprentice and protege. So it feels like one of you is like, you both feel very creative, but one of you I feel like is more, their career is more focused on that creativity, whatever that may be, art, music, etc., so on and what have you. And it feels like your partner, this other person, is or will become your muse. But it also feels like your partner has some level of knowledge or familiarity with what you do. It doesn't feel like it's what they do for a living anymore, but like, say some of you are writers or poets or songwriters, the person you're connecting to, or if it's your partner who does that, but I feel like for almost all of you it's you, and your partner, back in the day used to be a musician and used to, write songs, or for fun they would write songs, or write, short stories or something, or for those of you who are artists, they could have at one point, had like sketchbooks and sketchbooks full of art. Like they just have some kind of connection and familiarity to you. This person also, I will say, as any soulmate connection, for those of you who have met them or will meet them, they have or they do, or will, they did or will feel very much, they are going to feel very familiar. There's going to be almost like a deja vu that doesn't make sense because you haven't met this person before you meet them. You know what I mean, my loves? But there's something about them where it's like, I know you from somewhere. And yes, you do, from several lifetimes before, my loves. Your soul knows them, and that's very cute. I'm hearing annulled. So I feel like one of you was either engaged to someone before, or were going to marry somebody, like thought about like getting engaged to them, or you were married and are no longer getting married, and that could be you or this person. I do feel as though it's only one person in the connection. For a lot of these connections, I feel like the marriage aspect was correlated to your partner. And I feel like annulled is more related to like divorce as opposed to literal annulment. Some could be literal annulment, but it feels like some of them are divorced or like on the like very end of finalizing their divorce. And for those of them that aren't completely finished finalizing their divorce, it's happening very soon. It's been a very long, very fucked up process. I feel like their ex is a torture chamber of a human being. And not even in a good way. Um, and I feel like in that situation, those of you that like are, wanting to get engaged, wanting to get married, that's part of kind of what you're waiting on. So it does happen. I feel as though this year it's finalized, it's done, it's over with. Thank heavens. And yeah, that'll be done with. I'm hearing Galileo as well. One of you could be an astrologer, one of you could be an astronomer, one of you could be very into stars, or have similar zodiac signs. One of you has a lot of knowledge about astrology, especially. Could you also have like tattoos of like a constellation or of stars, or I'm seeing pajamas. One of you in like pajamas with like constellations or stars on them. Is there anything else? Seeing vow, so that just, yeah, further confirms that if marriage is important to you, you will be married to this person. If not, life commitment for sure, because that's really what I'm hearing. Destiny as well. That's really what vow correlates to, is like a promise, a full soul deep promise. And this person, I will say, when they make a promise, and I feel like everything they say is a promise. You can really take every word that they say at full value, as full honesty, as a full commitment, a full promise, because they mean everything that they say. They do not ever say anything they don't mean. And anything this person tells you is a promise to you. You can really trust them, my loves. And that's really beautiful, because I feel like that's something you kind of struggle with, and I feel like that correlates to a past romantic connection you've had, where it's difficult for you now to take especially romantic prospects at their word, because I feel like a lot of you were in connection with somebody who, thought words were just easy to throw around and didn't have a lot of weight or meaning, and that's really fucking fucked up. Is there anything else? There's one more thing. I'm hearing Queen, like the band, Freddie Mercury Queen. So a lot of musicians in this group, a lot of very, very, very fucking talented people, a lot of really beautiful voices. I feel like something you hear if you're with this person, or will hear when you're with this person, is that you both have like really gorgeous voices. Um, Something about the way that you guys could have like really deep voices, you could have really soft voices, really sultry voices, really nice accents, something about the way that you both speak. And it's something you both get complimented on like a lot individually, but then when you're together, people hear you talk and it's like, well, that's not fair, the both of you. Like what the it's fucking ASMR in a couple. Like this is crazy. Uh, one of you could do ASMR videos. Um Okay, is there anything else? They give me a shiver and they tell me no. Group number 3, holy shit. That I am so grateful to you for letting me connect with the energies there, because that, oh, I have tingles. I feel tingly. I'm so warm. I'm so warm and cozy from being able to tap into your energy and this person's energy, and how wonderful you both are, and everything wonderful is coming your way, and you're both so fucking deserving of it. And I'm so excited for you to meet this person. And I feel like if you've already met them, you're flying high on that, and so many good things are continuing to come your way. If you haven't met them yet, they're coming, and and it's gonna be amazing, and everything good is gonna happen, and you're so deserving of it. And I just want to hug you. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. It's so warm. It's everything that you're worthy of, and I'm really happy for you guys because you deserve it. And I hope you remember that you deserve it. I hope you are able to feel comfortable in getting nice things because you're deserving of them. And I hope your boundaries stay strong and good, and they will, because this person will make sure that your boundaries stay strong and good. But that was amazing. Oh, that was so nice. Ooh, I'm cozy. I'm cozy. I'm comfy. If you enjoyed that, my darlings, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. Love to talk to you. If you enjoyed the reading, my energy resonated, please consider subscribing. All of my links for Instagram, as well as more information on private readings, what have you, and so forth. My email are down in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here with me, my loves. I love you all very, very much, and I wish you only the best things, and they are definitely, for sure, for certain, on their way to you, my darlings. Thank you for being here with me. I love you. Bye. Hello, 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 my beautiful darlings. Last but not least, group number 4. This is your reading on what messages Spirit has for you. I feel like you guys really connect with angels. We have the angel of inner peace here, which is very beautiful. I feel like you're very, very, very deeply spiritual, very connected with angels. I feel like you have a personal angel that you connect with, spirit guide, you refer to as your angel. Some of you have like a team, but there's one in particular that you feel very, very, very closely connected to. We have the 10 of Swords, and we have the Chariot. Okay, so we're finished with something, we're going somewhere new. What are we finished with? Where are we going? I feel, though, for starters, that this is a confirmation, important confirmation for you, that you are finished with what you're finished with. Because I feel like that there's this feeling of like not being entirely sure if you're fully finished with, if it's fully cut off from your life. It could be a person, situation, that you're kind of worried will linger in some way, or will kind of return to your life in some way. And this feels like full-blown confirmation that no, it's done, it's over, it's gone, it's done. You're moving forward very, very much, my darlings. What should resonate very much with inner peace, being like you can, it feels like you can breathe now, like you can relax now, you can move forward to better things that that you're wanting for yourselves. Feels like you've cut off like you worked under somebody who was just awful to you, just awful. And, or you had a romantic connection and the person did not treat you right, did not respect you, or you've cut off a family member or a friend who did not treat you right, who wasn't good to you. Yeah, and some of you are worried that like there's going to be some repercussion or in some sense they're going to keep bothering you, and it's confirmation that no, like they're done, it's over, you're gone, you're moving forward. We have co-create. 4 is very big numbers for you, my loves. New life, and oh, we have loyal heart and come to the edge. Okay. Very beautiful. Yeah, so just like a full new start, my darlings, full new start. It feels like, I feel like a lot of you are single right now. But I do feel like for those of you that are single, you are really connecting. I don't feel as though you're ready to meet your soulmate yet. But I do feel as though you're starting to connect to them. You're getting a lot of synchronicities, a lot of messages, a lot of dreams, a lot of angel numbers, a lot of songs, a lot of visuals, a lot of synchronicities that they are on their, excuse me for burping, on their way to you. And it feels like that's very comforting and very exciting. But I do feel as though, yeah, a lot of you are kind of working on your own healing journey right now and moving past this. But for those of you that are, a bit more ahead in that journey and have just met somebody, this is your confirmation that that person is your soulmate, my darlings. Rose is also very important. I feel like somebody could be named Rose. There could be like I'm smelling roses. Somebody could give you roses on a first date. I'm also seeing like, very classically romantic, the rose petals, like I'm seeing like them around like a hot tub or like a nice bath in like, those hotel rooms that are like the honeymoon suites, and they have the big giant triangle hot tub bathtub in the room, and then there's like the bed 3 feet away. So do what you will with what you will, am I right? Like rose petals around there, very sweet. Somebody could have a very big flower garden. And yeah, I feel like as you move forward in healing from this connection that you've just cut off, in whatever form it took, romantic, platonic, work, it just does feel like I'm hearing you've cleaned it up, like you've gotten rid of the top. Oh no, it was leg day today. I have to go get the card. Oh no. Oh no. It took me 8 minutes to get up the stairs to my office. Oh no. Okay. After working out to get to my office from downstairs to film this reading, and I was like, it's gonna be so nice to sit. And I just had to get out of my chair, and my legs don't work. You know when you don't work out for a couple days, and then you are just hit with a bout of energy? I was listening to a lot of Helena by My Chemical Romance, which is that song gets me hype. And so I was like, oh, we're gonna really like, get back on track today. And I really overcompensated, like badly. Oof. Whoa. Anyway, we have the King of Swords, and he made us work for it, and we can only respect and appreciate that. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Cups. This is so fucking cute. And we have Judgment. Okay, yes. So, a lot of you are very, very, very keen astral projectors. You are very good at lucid dreaming, very good at wandering around when you are meditative or in a semi-conscious state. And I feel like a lot of your connection with your soulmate is happening in that way, in the spiritual. It feels like there's a very strong connection built that way in the spiritual. Ravens, blackbirds, owls, and bats are big confirmations it feels for you, my darlings. Also feathers. Also, throat chakra. Also, the song Blackbird by fucking the Beatles. It's black. Yeah, it's called Blackbird, right? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That song either is a confirmation for you, or if you Google the lyrics or look up, I shouldn't always say Google. What the fuck is that? Look up the lyrics to that song. I feel like there's an important message there. So we have milestone, consciousness of lack, and letting go. Beautiful confirmations. Thank you, my darlings. Of absolutely, you have released this past energy. What you do, it's like you're really in a space of your own power right now, where what you do not want is no longer connected to you. What you are not worthy of, what you are not deserving of, is no longer connected to you. Cutting cords all day long, my darlings. For those of you who are witches or talking, or who are interested or connected to spells or witchcraft of any kind, looking up how to do a cord cutting spell, I feel would do you really well, my darlings. Or finding a witchcraft practitioner, a witch that you're very trusting of, and having them do a cord cutting spell, because the power in a cord cutting spell, my darlings, one of my favorite spells to do. We have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, Mercury energy. Ooh, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. That's very sweet. And believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Okay. All right. So, sorry for how loud that whistle's going to be. Whew. This is amazing. This is amazing. So you're getting a lot of visions in your sleep and meditations lately, my darlings, especially in your lucid dreams. You're seeing soulmates, you're seeing a lot of things coming to you, and it's really, really, really important that you claim what you see, my loves, because I feel like the good things that you see that get you excited, you can sometimes kind of convince yourself that it was just a dream. And I feel like it's really important to be like, that was amazing. That's going to be my reality kind of energy, my loves. You or this person could have Gemini, Virgo energy. You could have very Mercury dominant charts. They're also giving me Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, a lot of signs, Sagittarius, a lot of mutable energy here as well. Okay, let's pull the animal messages and see what happens there. Somebody definitely has a flower garden as well. Somebody could also be a twin. You or your soulmate could be a twin, or you could, for those of you that are going to eventually have children or want to eventually have children, you could have twins. For those of you that want to have children or will eventually have children, I see 3 children. I see a pair of twins and then another child. Or those of you that want to like adopt, having 3 children, having 2 of them either be twins or siblings, and then like initial biological siblings, I should say. We have Bat. You have the power to transcend failure and move on into a limitless future. Beautiful confirmation thing. I said Bat. Oh, I said Bat was. Oh. I love when that happens. Okay. You have Badger, abandon compromise, and fight valiantly for what you believe in. I had an ex who used to... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm intrusive thought. I had an ex who used to call me a badger. Used to call me honey badger. Said I had the same personality as a honey badger. And I don't know what that means, because I thought in my youth it was adorable. I was like, oh my God, I'm a little honey badger. But then I saw a video once of a honey badger, and they were it was 2 honey badgers, and they were full-blown taking on a pride of lions. So it was a compliment. Okay, thank you. Thank you, insert name of X here. Anyway, so I feel like that's coming up because because it wouldn't come up for nothing. Um, and it feels like that's confirmation that you're much stronger than at times you feel and believe you are, my loves. And that you're able to conquer things. And the bad as well. You have the power to transcend failure and move into a limitless future. It's like it's not failure to cut off someone bad from your life. In fact, that takes intense courage and bravery and is a very, very hugely important thing to be able to do. And it takes bravery and courage. I was gonna say it takes steel balls to do that. We have the baboon. Ooh. In love and declarations of passion, heartfelt communication is the key. And we have beaver. Investing in home comforts provides security and family togetherness. Adorable. We love to see it. So I feel like I'm hearing Hakuna Matata. I'm hearing Hakuna Matata. It's a magical phrase. It means no worries. You probably heard of it. And yeah, it like literally that's the energy of this reading. Is just like, don't worry. Like, you took care of it and it's done. It's over. Cut off. But also, it's like this is a full new phase. Like, you get to rebuild now in have a life that fully encompasses how you want it to look. And being open to communicating. I'm hearing it's very important for you guys to really allow yourselves to like get out more and you know, socialize more and just enjoy things more. Like, do things you enjoy more. Go to stores that you want to go to. Like, if you want to go to art classes, you want to go to cooking classes, you want to go to you want to go out dancing, go dancing. Have some friends meet you dancing. Go dancing by yourselves. Go see a movie by yourselves. Like, just go out and enjoy things and don't be self-conscious of how people are going to perceive what you're doing, because who the fuck cares, my babies? If it brings you joy and it's not hurting anybody, people shouldn't fucking worry about it. You know what I mean, my loves? Like, go and have fun. You want to go to a fucking bookstore and spend 6 hours at a bookstore and bring your own fucking sandwich in a plastic container in your purse and sit in a bookstore and look at books and then eat a sandwich? Like, oh, then you do that, my babies. I'm not taking all those, my sweet angels, but I appreciate you for sending them out. I'll take you, and I'll take you, and I'll take one. I'll take you, you sneaky little dickens. Thank you, love. But yeah, like, I'm hearing it's very important for you to like enjoy things more. Allow yourself to enjoy things more and not fear like judgment or anything like that. We have be gentle with yourself. Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. Oh, I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. We have it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Archangel Michael, what parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely right now? Thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy changes in my life. And you've done it, and it's beautiful, my darlings. If you have not yet cut this person off because of a fear that they'll never truly be fully out of your lives, this entire reading is full confirmation that, one, you need to cut them off, my babies. Like, snip the house down, am I right? But two, confirmation that once you do that, they're gone. Just like fades into the background. Do not exist to you anymore. And we have a favorable outcome. Yeah, confirmation. Did I read this one? Yes, I think I did. If I'll hold it up for a second, you can pause it and read it. Okay, I think I read it though. I just zoned out. A favorable outcome. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. Adorable and beautiful confirmations. Wonderful things coming your way, my darlings. Really, really exciting. Okay, let's pull some letters. I'm hearing this song, I Want to Dance with Somebody. Is that's the queen herself, Whitney Houston, is it not? I think it is. Yeah. Yes. Right? Yeah. And I feel like, yeah, you guys are just being called to like enjoy life more and have more fun and not be so restrictive on yourselves and your joy, because it's a very sad thing to deprive ourselves of joy and happiness because of the fear of how we're going to be perceived and the fear of being judged. Um, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't, like, why would we, in the beautiful, squishy, gorgeous physical vessels that we get to experience this physical lifetime in, there is a time limit to that physical existence. Spiritually, we're ping-ponging all over the place forever, my loves. No stopping. But physically, we have this period of time in this beautiful physical vessel that we're given. So why would we not experience as much joy as possible? You want to dance, dance. You want to sing, sing. You want to read books, read books. You want to get wine drunk and watch Titanic, you do that, baby. Like, as long as you're safe and healthy, like, be okay. Um, but like, really, you're allowed to feel full, pure happiness, my darlings. In fact, you're deserving of it. In fact, you should. In fact, I would really, 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 really appreciate if you did. Please. Thank you. Okay. If you don't like the sound, cover your ears for a moment, my loves, please. Ooh, I want more than that, please. Thank you, my love. Don't skimp out on me now. Thank you, babies. Okay. I'm hearing PTA, which is, what the fuck does, it's, every American teen movie I've ever seen. PTA, Parent Trap Agenda, something to do parent school meeting things. In Canada, it's usually called the school council, which is cool. That has power, the school council. Ha ha ha. So some of you could be parents or teachers. Could be teachers. And you could be for. Oh, I almost did the thing again. Every time I get this square, I flip it an embarrassing amount of times because I'm just focused on like the message it's gonna give me. So I'm like, oh, nothing there. I'll flip it over. Oh, there's nothing there. I'll flip it over. Oh, and there's nothing there. I'll flip. There's two. Babe. Come on. Like, come on. Oh. Anyway, you could, for those of you who have left or are going to leave your current teaching job, whatever you move on to is going to be better. And I feel like you're being asked by Spirit to not like cut yourself off from being involved fully in whatever is new and really like fully experiencing your new situation that you are in or will be in terms of like joining, councils and clubs and this and that and the other stuff and classes and everything and having fun. Some of you may be wanting to go back to school actually or take a course, and I feel like that's a great fucking idea for those of you that feel called to do that. I'm also hearing, I did this and it made me think of a Newton's cradle, the balls that clack together. Ain't it crazy when that happens? But like they're usually on desks. It's like, wow. Might have to get me one of those. That's a satisfying sound. So that, I guess that resonates in some way. I'm hearing Aaron, ERYN, or ARON or AARON as a name. I'm hearing Salisbury steak as well, which is Salisbury steak, I believe, it's basically a hamburger patty. It's got like onion and breadcrumbs and seasoning and shit inside, and then has like gravy on it usually, or like a mushroom kind of sauce kind of thing. You used to get them back in the day. You can still probably get them, but Salisbury steak I always associate with like they used to be called TV dinners, frozen dinners. You would get the like little sections, and then it had like the brownie that would melt in the microwave. Those were fun. I'm hearing ecstasy, which I'm also hearing Amsterdam, which that would make a lot of sense, and with two correlations. Um, Amsterdam knows the reputation she has. Okay, it's not, assumptuous of me. Assumptuous, is that a word? It's not. I'm not making assumptions. Okay, Amsterdam knows what she's got going on. But ecstasy feels. If YouTube fucking flags this video because of that, I'm gonna laugh, but also anyway, that feels more like euphoric, like more pleasure based in a physical sense. You know what I mean? I hope it doesn't make that sound when it happens. I'm hearing no, okay, that's for another reading. I'm hearing You're Next, which feels very much like, yeah, confirmation that you either just met your soulmate or you're going, the next person you meet them is your soulmate. I'm also hearing Paddington, that's a place, right? It's not just the bear, because I always associate it with the bear. Paddington Bear, an icon, the king he is. There's a lot of inner child stuff coming out, and I feel like you're being really Canada. Oh my god, you're you're being really called to really connect with your inner child, and really, in a way of like reconnecting with things that you liked as a child, and allowing yourself to enjoy those things again. Because what is it with adults? I'm hearing ignite as well. Something about fireworks celebration. You could meet your soulmate at a celebration, or you could just go out to a like celebration with fireworks and have a really, really nice time. But what is it with adults that once we become adults, we feel we can't enjoy the things that made us feel really, really, really happy as children? That's silly. I love people who are connected with their inner child. I love people who know how to have fun. I love people who play games and video games and collect things and watch movies that aren't solely made for adults. And I love people who are connected to things that bring them joy. And I feel like you're really being called to connect to those things as well, my loves. I'm hearing taxi. I'm hearing Texas. I'm hearing Fern. Fern Gully. Ooh, those are good movies. Those are great movies. Loved those movies. Some of you could be very connected to fairies. You could have a fairy tattoo. You could connect to the energy of fairies. You could have like a fairy statue or something to do with fairies in your house. Dandelions as well. Some of you could have dandelions somewhere on your body or in your house, like a little like sculpture of dandelions. Yo, you're very I'm hearing Petra as well, the name Petra. Very connected to wishes coming true, which is very beautiful. Very beautiful energy, and really correlates with the number 4, 1111 as well. Big numbers for you, my loves. I'm hearing Gertrude. I'm hearing Gertie. I'm hearing Greg. I'm hearing Genevieve or Genevieve. Again, I speak French, and I have French ancestry, so I think I can make that joke. I'm hearing like Ginny. I'm hearing gin. So party on, my babies. It feels like you've really deprived yourselves of like having nice times, because you've just been so like overly stressed, or so like overworked, or just spread too thin, that you haven't been allowed to like let loose a little bit, my babies. I'm also seeing citrine as being a very important stone for you, my babies. So your solar plexus chakra and your sacral chakra, especially, I'm seeing focus being brought to there, and healing those in whatever way you see fit. I'm hearing Ryder. I'm hearing Ryan. I'm hearing Ryuk, Riku. I'm hearing Nox, night in Latin, or it could be a name, Knox. Is there anything else? There's one more thing. What am I missing? They say mix it up. Okay. 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 Pine tree. So Christmas could be very big deal for you guys, or a very important period of time. December. Um, mm, uh, I'm I'm hearing DiGiorno and the frozen pizza brand. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno. And somebody's saying just order the pizza. So I feel like that like correlates to the energy of like you guys wanting something, but then being like, no, I shouldn't, and like spirits being like, if you want the pizza, order the pizza. I say you should always order the pizza. If you want the pizza, you should always order the pizza. It's a very nice sound. I like clacking sounds. Okay. Not a big ASMR person, but good golly, do I love a clack. Wow. Okay, sorry. I'm hearing gear. So some of you could be getting a new car. Some of you could be putting off. Do I not have an A? I'll take you because you're whatever I want you to be. Some of you could be putting off getting your car worked on or fixed or looked at. And if you are, please have it looked at, and it'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be able to afford whatever it needs to be fixed up. Or some of you could be getting a car or getting a new car. Is that it? You said there was one more thing. Is that it? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? There's like, it's right there. And I'm like, okay. Pudding? Why am I hearing pudding? Pudding. What is pudding? What does pudding mean? Pudding. Someone has a recipe for, I'm seeing pudding as in like the like dessert pudding, not like pudding, like, you know how like in England, or I guess it's UK, everywhere, Ireland, Australia, whatever. That's not whatever. That's a fucking contentious statement. Oh god. At my Irish ancestry, when I was like, oh, whatever, they were like, I was like, oh, I'm sorry. It's not whatever. Don't yell at me, please. I'm being yelled at a lot right now, spiritually. Oh, no one will yell at you like your Irish great grandma will yell at you. Whoo! Okay. It's fine. It's made me the woman I am today. What was I saying? But like every dessert is a pudding. It's like, are you having pudding? And you're like, a bowl of goop, and they're like, no, this fancy trifle. So that kind of pudding. So someone has a recipe, like from their mother or their grandmother or like an ancestor that's been passed down. And there's so many messages related. It's on a little scrap of paper, and it's very yellow, because it's very old. And you have either lost it and you're about to find it, or someone's like, make this, like, just bake it, and it's gonna be very okay, it's gonna be very nostalgic, which really correlates to connecting to your inner child, to make this pudding that's not actually a pudding in the North American sense, but it's pudding. Also share the recipe. Love to cook. I started making a couple years ago sticky toffee pudding every Christmas. So really proud of myself for that. It's really good. Anyway, and yes, they want you to, you're either going to find that recipe and they want you to cook it, or you have it already and they're like, just cook it and connect your inner child that way, because I feel like it's something you had when you were younger. A lot of you could also have ancestry from the UK, from Ireland, Australia, or you could be from there. Or are there other places in like Europe that call dessert pudding? I'm picking up on Sweden a lot, and Finland. A lot of Sweden. A lot of Sweden. Um, Norway, Germany. Yeah. Okay, anything else? Ooh, they give me a shiver and they tell me no. Still yelling at me, by the way, if you're curious. So, oh boy. Group number 4, my beautiful darlings. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, please feel free to let me know. I would love to hear from you. Love to talk to you. Love you to the ends of the earth and back. If the reading resonated, I'm so sorry. If the reading resonated, my energy resonated, please consider subscribing. All of my links for, please, thank you, Instagram, as well as more information on private readings and my email and everything else are down in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here with me, my loves. I love you very much. Bye.